Meantime, the DOJ is waiting for a response to their filing asking a judge if they can continue to review items seized from Mar-a-Lago. Tom Dempsey joins us live from Washington, D.C. with what we're learning about that. Good morning, Tom.
Good morning, Mitch. Yeah, this morning, the Department of Justice is saying any sort of delay with this investigation could cause, quote, irreparable harm, not only to the government, but also to the public. Of course, right now, the judge in this case is weighing whether or not to lift the hold that bars the Department of Justice from examining the documents that were seized at Mar-a-Lago weeks ago while a special master reviews them. The Department of Justice is calling on the judge to let the investigation continue, specifically with around 100 classified documents that the department believes are particularly important and that a special master should not be able to see. The department addressed this specifically in the filing that came forward yesterday. You can see a quote from that right now. Again, they addressed these 100 classified documents saying, quote, they have markings signifying that their unauthorized disclosure reasonably could be expected to result in damage to the national security, including exceptionally grave danger. The department went on to say that the former president's legal team has not addressed the concerns with possibly mishandling the classified documents. But the former president and his legal team say he declassified those documents and they became personal records after he left the White House. This all comes as new information came to light Tuesday after more parts of the FBI affidavit into the raid at Mar-a-Lago got unsealed. Check it out. We learned back in June that investigators subpoenaed for surveillance video footage from Mar-a-Lago following a visit from FBI agents weeks earlier that they allegedly observed around 50 boxes of records in the storage room. By July 6th, the Trump organization provided a hard drive with footage in response to that subpoena. Now, that footage of the surveillance video could be a really key piece of evidence as this investigation moves forward, because this investigation does involve claims of obstruction of justice, with the Department of Justice alleging that, some staff with the former president possibly, moved, concealed some of the records inside that storage room at Mar-a-Lago and moved them from that storage room. Again, that could be a very key piece of evidence, Mitch, moving forward.
And Tom, you mentioned how the Department of Justice feels about these classified documents. You mentioned the Trump team's response to that, but how has the judge responded about concerns here about national security so far?
Yeah, some serious words, Mitch, coming from the Department of Justice saying, national security concerns. But the judge seems to have taken at least some of that into account. There's a damage assessment still happening. The judge ruled that the damage assessment can't continue. The intelligence community is handling that and looking into if, national security was ever put at risk with the handling of these classified documents at Mar-a-Lago, Mitch.
And that is Tom Dempsey live outside of the Department of Justice in Washington, D.C. Thank you, Tom. Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation in your cable lineup. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-based, unbiased coverage.